In the beginning, with Hearts for God's People, in 1977, Bishop Truman and Dr. Bev Martin began in a small building that looked like a cabin. While in service, the fumes from the heater was so bad that it drove the Martins to have church in their home. And this is where God began to birth this wonderful vision. The early storefront church started in May of 1980, where Pastor Truman and Beverly Martin established our powerful ministry through prayer, and he opened the doors of our church. At that time, Maranatha was called Maranatha Faith Temple, located on 3401 Hoover Avenue, Dayton, Ohio. Little by little, families began joining our church, and Maranatha began to grow spiritually and in membership, and in 1981 our church name was changed from Maranatha Faith Temple to Maranatha Christian Fellowship. Pastor Truman and Beverly Martin was faithful to God and grew the church membership with much prayer and hard work. Due to much growth and prosperity, Maranatha was in need of a new church. After much prayer and negotiations, a beautiful church was purchased, and the congregation moved from Hoover Avenue to a great location between Trotwood and Dayton on 4501 Wolf Road in 1993. Soon after, Maranatha Christian Fellowship made the bold purchase of an additional 23.1 acres of land located adjacent to the church. To God be the glory for all of the wonderful things He has done. So many wonderful ministries were birthed out of Maranatha Christian Fellowship, but there was nothing quite like the Maranatha Voices of Joy. Joy was an acronym for Justified Overcoming Youth. This powerful, anointed youth choir was led by Dr. Bev and had nearly 100 voices. And the choir traveled all over the country. This choir recorded an album and sing, dance, and act out skits in between songs. The youth choir was anointed by God and did many great works in their ministries to help build the church. Other ministries include the Mighty Men of Valor Conference and the Women of Faith Power Network International Conference, which was at the time one of the largest women's conferences in the Ohio region. People would come from all over the country. Bishop and Dr. Bev continued to build the church and stay faithful to members who attended their church. Thank God for His goodness. Bishop Truman and Dr. Beverly remained faithful to God, working hard to grow the church through prayer and faith. In 1996, God blessed Maranatha to pay off the church mortgage. God then called Bishop Truman Martin to visit Africa. This mission trip was life-changing. God moved mightily in Africa. His first missionary trip to Africa was in 1993, and Bishop Martin has taken the missions ministry to a whole new level. Bishop Martin has since traveled to Africa on over 50 subsequent mission trips. To preach the gospel to the villages and the poor, to build churches and provide water and electric facilities for the communities, provide supplies, as well as to render free medical and dental services on many of his trios. Maranatha has currently founded and established 4 community churches in Ghana, West Africa. Bishop and Dr. Bev has traveled to many other countries including London, Korea, Japan, India, Nigeria, Haiti, and many more. As Chief of Progress and Development, he will also be a leader and coordinator for economic development and growth in this area, as well as in Accra, Cape Coast, Petpalm, to list a few. He is also instrumental in supporting mission work in Kenya, East Africa. Habakkuk 2:2-3 says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." In 2001, construction on the Maranatha Family and Youth Cultural Center was completed, allowing ample and dedicated spacing for worship services, arts, cultural and educational programs, daycare services, youth and young adult training activities. Because of much growth and community outreach in 2014, the church's name was changed from Maranatha Christian Fellowship to Maranatha Worship Center. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established." Bishop and Dr. Bev has been faithful for over 40 years, and they are still going strong. Maranatha, our pastors epitomize unwavering faith and godly examples of leadership in Dayton, the state of Ohio, and across the United States, and globally. We are truly the blessed, and we appreciate them as gifts to the body of Christ. 1 Timothy 5:17 says, "Let the elders that rule will be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine." Let's us give honor to whom honor is due, and bless our wonderful pastors with our giving and loving words of expression. Praise the name of the Lord.